Hey everyone, welcome back. Casual Odd here. Today we will be continuing the playthrough of Mr. Farmboy. During the last episode we learned the basics of the game, and we got a good start to the farm. At the end of the episode, we went around and cleaned up the whole island, and put down some nice fresh grass. At the beginning of this episode, I started by creating two fields, one for green peppers and another one for strawberries, to start working towards that progression of unlocking the next crop. Today's video will be achieving the Royal Favor achievement. This achievement allows us to expand the island, and it's an important part of finishing the game. So let's get it done. This is the part of the game where I realized that I was spending way too much money and I needed to focus on harvesting some crops and putting things in the store. So we took care of that to boost our income a bit. After I recovered my economy a bit and had about 36k in there, I decided to throw down a couple more houses and hired some workers, completing the carrier quest. Then it was straight back to planting more crops and getting that economy back to a healthy state. Next, I hired some more carriers, thinking they were gonna, transfer from the warehouse to the marketplace. But in my experience, they didn't do that, and I'm guessing they do something else. I really need to read before I buy things, but it's okay. Thankfully, the workers don't leave if they're not paid right away, because I keep tanking my economy to buy upgrades, and that's probably not exactly how to play the game, but the penalty only seems to be they don't work as effective. Next, I went and grabbed a miner and created a road and a warehouse for him to start getting stones collected. Next, I decided to throw down the coop, and I don't really mess with the coop for a pretty long time. Go back to trying to get a bunch of crops, and that's when I noticed that the goal of the video was here today, the King's Envoy. And basically we just gotta get a lot of crops. Next, I went back to trying to figure out the chicken mechanics, so I went and bought a chicken. Noticed that the chicken wasn't producing any eggs. Noticed that there was a tile that I needed to select, and got that done. Next, I wanted to start building my wood up so that I could build a lot more houses, so I threw down a warehouse for the lumberjacks to get in there. At this point in the game, I had a couple of miners and a couple of lumberjacks. So, with that being taken care of, I decided that I needed to really push the economy. That way I could start building out my workforce. I started to build the workforce out by getting my chickens automated, by gathering the 2 ranch hands I needed. The King's Envoy was next, and I started by collecting the 500 stone and giving it to him. Next, we collected the grapes. Then we decided to get eggs and wood done. Next, I decided to expand out the workforce since we had quite a bit of money at this point, and started getting that housing district looking good with all that road. Then I made the achievement to plant garlic, so we got a garlic field rolling. Our chicken farmers were doing a fantastic job, and we got ducks. So I went and bought a duck, threw down a coop for it, and got it some food. We made a large cornfield so that we could unlock turnips and advance our crop tree. Then we achieved getting the garlic done for the King's Envoy. That's when I noticed that the ranch handler had a duck egg and that I did not put a warehouse assigned to that. So I built a new one and took the chicken egg off of the wood warehouse. Then I decided I wanted to make a new marketplace and put a lot of warehouses up at the top of the map. After filling all my houses with more workers, I decided to build a couple more houses and a chicken coop. Finally, I got the carrots done and we only had green peppers left. Then I threw down a couple more houses to get more workers. Then I added 2 ducks to the 4th coop. Finally, we finished the King's Envoy task with the 18 green peppers we needed. Overall, the 4 hours I've played has been chill and enjoyable. If you enjoy farming sims, I can recommend this one. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe.